I'm at Portland Purple Water with Jason. And Jason, a while ago we were here and we were talking about your rainwater collection systems. But you have another part of your business that's really interesting, and it's hydroponics.
Actually, it's aquaponics, a little bit of refinement there. Yeah, so the difference is that with a hydroponic system, which is a soilless growing system, you have lots of water inefficient losses. The system needs to be cleaned out. It's going to develop a toxicity over time because of the nutrients that you put in there and like build up with salts. We know about this,
sure, right.
Yeah,
Gardening, definitely.
Exactly. With an aquaponic system, our nutrients come from the fish waste.
Oh, interesting.
And what is amazing about this, or something I love about it anyway, is that the fish waste would create toxicity for the fish, but the plants remove this.
Wow.
And so it really is a cyclical and symbiotic relationship that is very efficient, very exciting, and obviously very productive.
It is, and as gardeners, we're not tired, but we're kind of sad when we have to put our vegetable gardens away or finish them in September. So this is really a great way to garden in the winter months, and you really don't need a huge space, maybe a small greenhouse.
Small greenhouse is great. You could do this in your garage. Some of us have sport courts and things like that are very unproductive and not well utilized space. And you could put up even a temporary greenhouse on that space and put a system in here and really have some amazing production from that with a rather small investment.
And really, when you come down here, you do have workshops and classes and all the kits, instructions, and you could really start low tech and then really build up to where you're putting the fish into the system and everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. So these plants, this is a system that we designed called our Very Easy Growing System.
I like that.
Thank you very much. So this system here is really intended as an entry point. It's very powerful, but it's super easy to construct. Conceptually, it works. It just works very, very well, and it's rather low cost. A person can source their own parts for about $275, or we sell the kits for just under $500. And if they wish, they can go to our website and download a set of plans that we sell for just $8.
Wow!
So it's a way for people to become involved in aquaponics for very little money. And to me, aquaponics, the reason why we got into it is because, of course, rainwater harvesting is how we're best known, but oftentimes we're using that rain to serve a garden, and that garden may be water inefficient. Aquaponics is extremely water efficient. Extremely water efficient. So
really, we can capture the water from our rain barrels, and then what would the next step be with that water?
Well, you're going to go through a purification process, and this is because you're developing an ecosystem here. You want to make sure that you don't include some unfriendly elements in the ecosystem. So just like your municipal water has been sanitized for your use, you want to do a little bit of purification of that water before you include it in the system. And it's really rather easy. All of the systems here at Portland Purple Water use rainwater, so it works quite well. So then you put it into a fish tank.
Okay.
And we've used our 55-gallon barrel again as a fish tank. And there's about 13 fish in this particular fish tank. It goes in a circle, essentially. So we have the water is lifted by a pump and irrigated into each of our grow beds. And then we have a portion of that water that goes into the fish tank. The fish tank then overflows back to where the pump is in the bottom here, is the sump tank where that pump resides. And when that water overflows, it brings the fish waste with it, which is then going and utilized as the nutrient source here.
Totally cool, because it's the fertilizer from the fish waste, feeds the plants, and on and on and on.
Absolutely. And another key element is our bacteria. And we can't forget them. They're as important. They're unseen, of course. It's very easy for us to see the plant species and the fish species, but that bacteria is very important. We're not talking about any kind of bacteria. These are good bacteria. And they live within our grow bed right here, and they're the ones that are essentially breaking down that fish waste and passing it as soluble minerals that the plants use. And they just thrive.
They are just so happy. Well, it's so much information, and really good information, and us gardeners love that. So you have to go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website and come down and see Jason and his staff. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Judy.